I gotta do this, guys, because I don't want to get copyrighted. All right, give me one.
Later, Jimmy
Okay, there we go. Now I can do it.
NBC Tonight.
We have new information on breaking.
This is near Tyson's Corner Mall right here. Just because he shoplifted something, the fucking pigs killed him. That ain't fucking right. I don't care what the guy did. You don't kill someone because they steal something. It's fucking stupid. This I want to see. See, you can tell he was looking at the driver to his right.
40s right now in our area, 75 off to the west. Right now, we'll show you what that means for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And a spike in carjackings is sweeping the region with dozens of unsolved cases. Detectives are struggling to keep up.
Well, if people owned a very old manual transmission vehicle, it wouldn't get stolen now, would it, right? But because they want to own these nice $80,000 SUVs that are easy to drive away, of course they're going to get stolen.
Over a massive police presence in a busy parking lot. A man shot and killed by officers in the woods just beyond a popular department store. Cars still trapped behind police tape. This investigation is expected to last into tomorrow morning. This happened outside our region's biggest mall. Thanks for staying with us. Good evening. I'm Jim Hampley.
I'm Sean Yancey. This is all unfolding right outside Tyson's Corner Center in North.
Ooh.
Police chased a suspected shoplifter into the woods where they shot and killed him.
It's technically not the woods, everybody. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is not the woods.
Still don't know much about this man who died.
Who got killed, you mean? Not died. Who got killed?
His name has not been released. There are still, as you mentioned, a lot of unanswered questions about how a response for a report of theft here at the mall ended
In a police shooting.
The theft suspect being shot and killed by police. Fairfax County Police Chief Kevin Davis says the two officers involved in the shooting were part of a team permanently assigned to the Tyson's Mall area. One was in uniform, the other in plain clothes. He says the theft suspect ran from the store when confronted. He says the officers chased him about a quarter mile into what's described as a very thickly wooded area. Davis says that is where both officers fired, fatally wounding the man. He
Fucking
was asked
pigs.
if a gun was recovered from the theft suspect or the immediate area.
I do not know if our suspect was armed at this time. That's why we're going to hold the scene, and we're going to search for any evidence that the suspect may have discarded during the foot chase.
Doesn't matter. Sojourner lost his life over that.
Chief Davis says that the uniformed officer did have a body-worn camera. He promises that that video will be released to the community within 30 days.
Better.
Live at Tyson's Corner
And it better not be redacted either.
Still a lot of questions in this one. We will, of course, have much more tomorrow morning. Jackie Benson, thank you.
Now to our other big story tonight, those spring-like warm-up temperatures in the works. You can see on Storm Team 4 radar we have a little rain to contend with out there, but before those big dramatic swings in temperatures, that all happens tomorrow.
Yeah,
Crap, I'm on Wi-Fi here. Oh, I'm on using my hotspot there. I'll explain why.
Still getting up to 80 degrees during the day tomorrow, but my forecast changing just a little bit. Don't worry. I still think we get to 80, Sean. It's going to be okay. But take a look right now at our current temperatures. Right now, we're sitting at 46 degrees in D.C. Look at Hagerstown at 34 degrees, 49 down towards Richmond. These temperatures have been falling. Again, what this is cold air damming moving down, and it's so hard to get the cold air out. Earlier tonight, I said, you won't have to worry about a jacket tomorrow morning. I think we will have to worry about a jacket tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon, you're not going to. Look at this. I mean, here it is, 11 o'clock at night. It just went up to 55 in Pittsburgh, 67 in Morgantown, 75 at 11 o'clock at night in Charleston, West Virginia. That's incredible. That warmth will move our way. The warm front is right here. is right here. That's the warm front. So when this comes through, our temperatures should start to moderate a little bit towards the morning hours, but we will see some shower activity as we move on through. All of this part of a much bigger storm that is making its way our way. So your weather headlines, chance of showers overnight, record heat tomorrow after some of us might see a cool start. I'm going to take you hour by hour. Turning colder and windy on Friday, and then we have wind chills in the 20s and 30s. So we go to 80 tomorrow, 20s and 30s on Saturday.
Yeah, it's too big of a temperature swing.
More breaking news tonight. This out of Florida. A gunman on a shooting rampage killed 3 people, including a TV news employee who was covering those shootings.
Wow.
News 4's Leon Harris. He's at the live desk with details. Leon?
Well, Jim, this is a real shocker, and it really hits close to home for us. 2 members of a television news crew were out covering a shooting in Orlando when they were both shot. One of them has died. The other is in critical condition tonight. Now, all of this.
I mean, all I can say is the media is the real virus. That's all I'm saying, everybody.
While she was sitting in her car. Later in the day, a crew from Spectrum News 13 showed up to cover the shooting, and that's when they were shot. Police say it was the same gunman wanted in the earlier shooting. After that, police say that gunman went to a nearby home and shot a woman and her 9-year-old daughter. That young girl also died. The gunman is in custody tonight, but police say they have no idea what his motive was in all of these shootings.
He was an acquaintance of the woman this morning, but as far as we know, had no connection to the reporters and no connection to the mother and a 9-year-old. No one in our community, not a mother, not a 9-year-old, certainly not news professionals, should become the victim of gun violence in our community.
Charter Communications, the parent company of Spectrum, released a statement tonight reading in part, quote, "We are deeply saddened by the loss of our colleagues and the other."
They never would have said that right there. They would have said that, but never would have said that. It was just the crew.
The suspect in all of these shootings, just 19 years old. Police say that he has a lengthy criminal history, including gun charges and aggravated assault. And that's the latest out from the newsroom.
Well, it's just going to add on more now.
Back to you.
Just awful. Leon, thank you. Sean?
Now to a story you will only see on News 4. We're getting an exclusive look at disturbing dash camera video that recorded a deadly road rage shooting on a Maryland highway.
There we go. That's what I want to see.
Was killed while driving his tow truck on Route 50 East in Prince George's County last March. Now, nearly a year later, police are asking for the public's help finding his killer. News 4's Walter Morris is
Whoa.
at headquarters with the latest. And we want to warn you, this video is graphic.
Route 50 East. Yeah, I know where it's at.
A dash camera catching a deadly road rage shooting. Almost a year after tow truck driver Delonte Hicks was gunned down behind the wheel, police once again asking for the public's help finding the shooter.
It's jarring. The video is very jarring.
Elena Russo with Maryland State Police said investigators have exhausted all leads, so they're releasing this video showing a different angle of those deadly moments. And they hope it will be a crucial clue to find the person who pulled the trigger.
Not just our investigators, but also the...
Yeah, but you could see the total... Yeah, but he was yelling at somebody too, though, see?
You can see Hicks react after accidentally cutting off a car on Route 50 East near Landover. What did you say? Moments later, you hear the brief interaction between Hicks and someone in the other car. Then seconds later, the fatal shots fired. We paused the video showing Hicks being hit by the bullets. But from this view, from the front-facing camera, you can see the black Hyundai Sonata speed off.
We're hoping that anybody who sees this video...
Yeah, but I can't, no, I can't feel sorry for him. I'm sorry, people, but I don't feel sorry for him.
Reminder about road rage. If you see someone driving dangerously, keep a safe distance and don't engage.
You just never know what somebody's going to do.
An investigator...
I've done plenty worse at tailgaters and road ragers and stopped on and blocked them in and things like that, and you know, it is what it is. If I get shot, I get shot, but no, I don't feel sorry for the I can't really feel sorry for him because he was yelling at the guy. He's obviously engaging him, so he kind of acts for it, you know. I mean, it is what it is. So
Coming from Jacksonville, Florida, they did eventually make it to Washington, but had to board another plane. The FBI is still gathering information and working with federal prosecutors to determine if federal charges will be filed.
Oh, shut up.
Charged a 94-year-old with sexually abusing a child, and investigators think there could be more victims.
What?
A witness told police they saw Adolfo Zambrano having an inappropriate encounter with a child on February 10th. Then a woman told police that Zambrano inappropriately touched her back in 1999. Police are now urging anyone who may have had an encounter with this man or has any information to come forward.
Piece of shit.
Weekend crash has some Wheaton residents worried about their safety. Montgomery County Council member Natalie Fani Gonzalez called a town hall meeting tonight after someone was killed in a collision on Georgia Avenue and Hewitt Avenue in Aspen Hill over the weekend. It's an area
Oh, yeah.
concern for residents and parents.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
The school bus there every day. Fani Gonzalez says it's a tragedy happening.
Yeah,
By most metrics,
this guy named Michael Mead and his brother, they had lived in those condos just a few blocks away from there. There's a Citgo gas station there too, and then the Advance Auto and that shopping center and AutoZone and all that. Yeah, that's a bad area.
The Alexandria man accused of throwing poisoned dog treats into his neighbor's backyard turned himself in today. We first showed you this video last week. A Delray family told News 4 after spotting their neighbor on their home security video, they called animal control and learned the beef he threw into their yard for their 3 dogs was tainted with rat poison. Police issued an arrest warrant for John Romano. He's now facing animal cruelty charges.
When we come right back,
I hate that motherfucker. Piece of shit.
And yep, the shorts too, folks.
I mean, fire up the pool. I mean, this is not fire up the pool. Fill up the pool.
Fill
There
it
you
up,
go.
yeah.
The spring-like weather we've been telling you about all week arrives overnight, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Fucking nuts.
Check this out. Spring like Thursday for sure. 80 degrees is what I'm going. That's a record high temperature. But we go to 80, and then we go to the 20s on Saturday morning. That's a big temperature drop. So not only are we going way up, but we're coming way back down. I'll show you how long both of them last coming up.
Who's James?
Also coming up tonight.
I've never seen you before, James. Like, who are you?
In the region, we're working to keep you and your family safe.
A guy came at me with a gun and started yelling at me for my keys. I dropped everything. I was terrified.
The News 4 I-Team digging for answers on dozens of unsolved carjacking cases. It's a story you don't want to miss.
Because people own too nice of a car to get stolen. If they own a fucking old piece of shit manual, okay, they own the piece of shit manual transmission car, it would be hard to get stolen. Carjackers wouldn't know how to operate an old ass manual with, with gears that are all. Oh, okay, Chicago. Okay. Yeah, I was, the last time I was in Chicago was like summer of 2011, summer, early fall, so somewhere around there. I mean, I drove through the state of Illinois last October, but I was stopped in Champaign. Okay.
Let's get started. Bill, where's your bath? I really tried sleeping with it, everybody, but I'm done struggling. Now I sleep with Inspire. Inspire? Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my
What
body.
the hell?
A button. No mask? No hose? Just sleep. Yeah, but you need the hose, you need the air, you need the...
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Carjackings in D.C. and all across our region are happening at a concerning rate. Even police admit it is hard for them to manage the number of new investigations.
Ted Oberg and the News 4 I-Team found dozens of cases.
It's like people should put GPS trackers on their fucking car in a very hidden spot, and they could track the fuck out of it. I've got one on my vehicle too, and I got a live webcam that I can view anywhere it. I got my van covered. I don't play around.
I really love this city. I really
Oh yeah.
Lisa's always enjoyed living on Capitol Hill, or at least did until this night.
September 2nd of last
Yeah, you got that right, because if you look at the video here, I mean, it showed...
It wasn't that late, wasn't the dark street, but she says
Oh, excuse me.
carjackers were still
See?
able to
Yep.
light up on her in seconds insane.
A guy came at me with a gun and started yelling at me for my keys.
And what'd you do?
I dropped everything. I was terrified.
He kept coming with that gun in her face.
He came after me again, put the gun to my head while I was on the ground and kept screaming at me.
Hey, what's going on? Her neighbor's scream appeared to scare them off, and Lisa's screams alerted other neighbors to call 911. Police were there within minutes.
They spent hours getting fingerprints
Yeah.
and investigating that night.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, not a whole
It's because
lot.
they're. It's because the news is very. It's because the media is complacent in this shit. Because the suspects know that the media is gonna blur out their faces and their skin color. Yep, the fucking media is the real virus.
Who's got time to wait?
No one does. Not even our victims.
DC's Department of Forensic Science tells the I-Team outsourcing is speeding up.
Oh, okay, cool.
And carjacking cases are turned around in an average of 66 days. But that's not what Lisa...
So you retired, I take it.
To Barnes, that evidence delay is just one of the frustrations her small team is up against as DC faces a serious and violent rash of carjacking.
You mentioned you have 11 detectives.
Correct.
Is that enough?
No, not at all.
Have you asked for more?
Yeah, to be honest, the police in my area have gotten really fucking soft. They've gotten soft as fuck. Like, I had a guy try to attack me. Luckily, I was able to duck it. And the cop said, yeah, we can't do much about it unless we see it or you file charges at the court commission. It was some weird bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck? So as I'm trying to pull up the security camera footage that I got a camera that faces the parking lot, the guy actually came back at me again and tried to hit me again with the cop taking the information down. And luckily he had grabbed him with his arm, and then it took 3 of them to get the guy down to the ground. I got that on video too on my channel, and my phone got broken in the process. Big fucking mess. Well, it's cool that you were Chicago PD, so it's pretty it's pretty awesome though. I actually like watching that show too, Chicago PD. It's pretty good, but I'm pretty sure they don't get everything right that the real Chicago police would actually know and can actually nitpick the show, you know.
100%.
Is that fair to the victims?
Absolutely not.
The U.S. Attorney's Office tells the I-Team that while police only need probable cause for an arrest, a successful prosecution requires proof beyond a reasonable doubt.
There is no place that's immune from it.
That includes areas outside the district too.
Right where that car was, someone came right behind me. Just bam. Fender bender.
Lauren Brown was carjacked in Alexandria in 2020.
I was just stopped at a stoplight, waiting to turn left.
She says the carjackers rear-ended her. Minutes later, as they waited for police, she says one of them hit her square in the face and took off in the car. Her own photos show how it ended up after a brief chase through the district.
So why do you think they did it?
My understanding.
Really?
They were bored.
That's pretty cool, man.
The team checked and found nearly 2,700 carjackings in some of our area's largest jurisdictions since 2020. In each of them,
But-
police report increasing levels of.
So you know I'm gonna look you up, right? After I'm done with this, you know I'm gonna look you up. I'm really curious though.
Intense therapy to get past the trauma.
It's really changed your...
So you were some kind of consultant, and you got the part, or you did both, or you just were a consultant, or what?
In Lisa's case, well, now those neighbors aren't done helping. Since that night, they've formed a WhatsApp group, and anytime someone on the street feels uncomfortable walking from their car to the front door, a message to the group alerts a neighbor to come join them. I'm Ted Ober for the News 4 IT.
Frightening footage from those cameras. Now, to protect yourself from carjackings, police tell us don't sit in your car and scroll on your phone. For more safety tips, visit our...
Yeah, that's kind of hard to do because I sit in my van, I scroll I like to look at Facebook on my phone and watch, those short video clips and stuff, so it's kind of hard to do, but the thing about it is that I actually keep my doors locked now, like when I'm out and about, if I'm in the van, and I'm more aware of my surroundings. Plus, if someone tried to carjack me, I'm just gonna hit the gas and go. I'm not messing around. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Uses all real Chicago. Yep. You got that right. Yeah, because when I would watch the show, I was like, wait a minute, those Chicago PD vehicles are like spot on real, and I was thinking if they were like movie props, I was like, no, there's no way, because they're just too real for that, you know? Because if it was a movie prop, there'd be like subtle differences, you know what I mean? Let's use all real nurses, doctors, extras too, and ones. Yeah, like Halstead and who else was that doctor? The psych doctor, you know. Oliver Platt plays them. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, okay. So I guess James is just your screen name, huh?
With the exception of Garrett County, Maryland, at 59 degrees. Look at the difference here, 22 degrees, just a couple miles apart between Cumberland and Oakland, Maryland. That's the warm air coming in. We've got some showers now coming through Hardy and Hampshire counties into West Virginia. That's the warm front that's making its way our way. You can see it right here. This is the actual warm front coming on in.
I gotta start calling it like a night here. I've been at this thing all day. I was trying to get that phone to work on Visible. It's a subsidy of Verizon, and it was giving me a bunch of problems, but I think I got it now. And then that's my other hotspot under Visible. So that's $25 a month. That's $30 a month, unlimited data. So that one might go up in the van. That one will stay here at the apartment, so that way I can keep my camera going and thermostat.
That 81, by the way, was the warmest February number ever.
Cool.
How about that? Now, cold air way back to the west. We're not going to get any coldest of it, but we'll try to make it.
Yeah, to be honest, and I'm pretty sure you can look me up, but in 2009, I want to say, I was arrested by CPD because I had a warrant out for skipping on my probation out of Manitowoc, Wisconsin. So, and the thing what it is that when I got arrested, I had a IBM T41, I think. And what else did I have? I think I had. Did I have like a Palm Trio, or maybe I forgot what phone it was, but I had one of those, or it could have been a Cricket phone too at the time, I think. No, it was a Palm Trio, I think. And some changes of clothes, some paperwork, and some cash. And CPD didn't forward that to the jail in Manitowoc County, Wisconsin. They pretty much had it lost, you know what I mean? And I believe I was arrested by what was it, District 2 maybe? No, it wasn't District 2. It was downtown near Amazon Wabash, I could tell you that. Oh yeah, it was right in front of McDonald's there, right in front of the Amazon Wabash McDonald's. Yeah, as long as you as long as the charges are not on file, then I think you would be okay. Yeah, First District, yeah. Yeah, those them trucks they use to put you in are pretty fucked up. Like, I think they made a hard turn, like a hard left turn or something, and I ended up like sliding across the bench and hitting the opposite wall. Pissed me off, you know, because there was like no seatbelt in there as far as I saw. So yeah, it sucked. And then ended up going to Cook County for what, maybe 2 weeks, I want to say. I was being held until this service called PTS, Prisoner transportation service or like a nationwide U.S. Marshal sanctioned service or something like that, and you could spend. I think you could spend up like almost 6 months in transit, according to some of the stories I heard from other prisoners that were being transported with me. I think that time it took 2 days to get back to Manitowoc. Really sucked too. It's like a 15 passenger van that they got like separated, and it's pretty fucked up. But yeah, Cook County was pretty surreal. They wanted me in Division 2 at first. Yeah, so they wanted me in Division 2, and of course, as you know, that's the dorms. Like, you got, what, 100 people, 200 people in a dorm? I said, fuck this. So I told the one sergeant, hey, you ain't putting me in there. I'll tell you that right now. I'd rather be in PC or something, because I'm only here a short period of time, and I don't want no bullshit. So they ended up putting me into Division 5 or something like that, I think. So it was a little more low key in there. You know what I mean? It wasn't too bad. But yeah, some of the YouTube videos like that I've saw about Cook County are pretty accurate. They were making like barbecues on the beds and shit. They were like, you can cook on the light bulbs in there. They were sneaking cell phones in there and shit. I mean, it's pretty wild. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I spent a day or two in Division 1. I can't remember exactly. That might have been the intake one. And of course, I didn't eat. Of course, you're in processing for almost like 3 days. So I didn't get really much to eat or enough the food. So I started getting hypoglycemic. And luckily, they took me to Cermak. So I told them all I need is something really, really sugary to drink or eat or something, and I'll perk right up. So they did a finger stick, and blood sugar was like 37 at the time. And so I drank some of that juice, that really sugary, like colored water juice that they give out on the lunch trays. You drink like 2 of those, I think, and I perked right up, you know. So yeah, I was scared, man. I was scared of dying in there. Yep. Oh yeah, lots of hooch, a lot of garbage bag hooch in there. They be taking their oranges and shit, the sugars and the juices and the bread and everything, and they mixing that shit up in a garbage bag. Or in a shampoo bottle or something. Yeah, I'm the kind of person that sees things from both sides. I can see it from a police perspective and from a suspect perspective or a criminal perspective, because you know. But I'm done with that criminal shit. Like, I've been done with that for a long time now. I'm just tired of that jail shit. That shit gets annoying really quick. It's just a big inconvenience. The last time I was in jail was, what, 2018, I want to say. And it was here in Montgomery County. I spent like 2 weeks down in Prince William County waiting on transport. Came up here, spent like, I don't know, maybe did like 72 days total, I think, and I got released from the courtroom itself. I got time served and everything. I had Progressive Insurance at the time, so they paid out to the other driver and everything. I had a case of road rage, so I was like, you know, I ended up going to jail for pretty much criminal mischief, because they dropped the 2 felony charges and stuck me with like a misdemeanor property destruction charge or something like that, and my insurance paid out the damages and stuff, and then I got out, and luckily I still had my van and everything. I had a place to live, you know, and went from there. But no, I got this apartment, so I'm all good. Yeah, my girlfriend's type 1, I think. She has to take the shots and stuff like that, but It's because she said something. I think she had her gallbladder taken out or something like that. So yeah, I totally get it. And then my grandmother was diabetic, and I'm like kind of borderline. I mean, you know, I don't. As long as I like have a pretty well balanced meal, then I'm all good. You know what I mean? In the world.
Every device in every room.
Where are you up there? With speeds like this, I can't even dream of what he'll be able to do.
Get Xfinity Internet for just $25 a month with no annual contract during our limited time launch celebration.
I had the Internet Essentials. It was like $10 a month, but I wanted something that was a little more portable and cheaper. Well, no, wait a minute. I think, yeah, it was $10 a month and it went up, I think, like $30 a month or something like that. That's why I got the hot spots there. Hmm.
The show-stopping BMW i4 is electricity in its most powerful form. A perfect fusion of iconic handling and cutting-edge sophistication.
Pure garbage.
300 miles. The power of over 500 horses stampeding in a whisper. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine. Hurry, it's 2023.
Yeah, cable isn't what it used to be back in the day. You could hook up your TV like straight up to the wall right there. See how, you know, like a I got like a cable out right there. You could just hook up your TV straight up to it and it would work. Now you need the damn box, and they charge you monthly for the box, and then you gotta pay premium prices for like an a la carte of channels. It's just all bullshit. Yeah, I've got Peacock just because I like watching Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. And if I didn't watch it tonight, I would have watched it tomorrow on Peacock. So yeah, that's the only reason why I'm paying for Peacock, because I think I got it for like $1.99 a month. It was a Black Friday special. 200 channels of crap. Yeah, cable. Yeah, I did YouTube TV 2-week trial, and it was some okay channels on there, but the rest were junk. These talk shows nowadays and like reality shows and everything, it's nothing like it used to be where you could watch something and actually learn from it, you know? Now you gotta go to YouTube itself and try to find a video so you can learn from it of a topic that you enjoy watching about and you want to learn from. Like mine's lithium batteries and vehicles and all sorts of stuff, so I hate electric vehicles, but I do like lithium battery stuff and things like that. Oh. Yeah, check this thing on here. Did I put my visible card back in this thing or no? I don't know. Yeah, like God bless you too. It was nice having a little chat with you there. Yeah, it's what 10:38 your time, so yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely subscribe to your channel too. I gotta see how I can do that. So.
Spend smart on a beautiful new bath done right, backed by a lifetime warranty. Join over 2 million happy customers who know it just fits.
Call right now and pay no interest for 24 months. Bath Fitter is the perfect fit.
You won't face me. I'm like Zyrtec. Allegra won't make me drowsy.
And Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin.
So when allergies attack,
Take Allegra before your symptoms take over you. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D at your pharmacy.
All right, take care, and I'm gonna cut the short here. So. I think I have an email on my about me or something like that. Oh, you're welcome to like send me like an email if you want. All right, have a good night.